Oh shit! What am I even doing? There we go. Now we're talking. What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy, aka AJ from Queens. How you doing? How you doing? I just drooled. Oh my god, that was disgusting. What's going on, everybody? So it's Wednesday. Of course, we're keeping up this Wednesday night live thing on Twitch. I know all two and a half of you that are watching. Glad to have you here. But again, the video translated a little better when I moved over to YouTube. That's what we want to do. We're going to keep up this little tradition we got because today we are going to laugh at more absurdity. Again, we talked about it last week. There is so much absurdity out there that if we aren't just pointing and laughing at it together, then it's a missed opportunity. Right? We have to do this stuff because it's there are too many idiots out there that if you don't make fun of them, you won't feel as good about yourself that you should. Because the majority of people out there are rational-minded, sane people with more than fucking two brain cells. But every now and then, especially on the platform that we're going to be going on today, which is Twitter, aka X, which is Elon, could you have picked a worse name for the app? I know this has been beaten down, and I'm very tardy to the party on this one, but it really, you couldn't have dated yourself more to like a fucking skateboarder from like 2001 trying to like name his skateboard company. You know, but then again, he names his kids like dollar sign. So whatever. And like last week when we made fun of what I think are upper echelon morons in sovereign citizens, this week we're gonna hop on Twitter, X, whatever, and we're gonna make fun of everybody that's had just like a beef with this Sydney Sweeney ad because it's fucking hilarious. The leaps and bounds people will go to not only racialize something, but to just be so fucking triggered at a pretty woman is like really out there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Again, like, share, subscribe, do all this stuff. Hop on the live chat, do what you gotta do. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's go, baby. You know, I just realized I can't see with sunglasses on. That's not what it's supposed to click. There we go. All right, first thing is first. Here we go. Boom. Beautiful.
I really wasn't going to weigh in on this, but here we go. It is so difficult to grow up as a person of color, specifically a woman, and view yourself as beautiful in any sense of the word growing up in this country. I remember growing up in a predominantly...
What are you talking about? You're fucking pretty. The vanity of people, I swear to fucking God.
...community, wishing myself out of this body, out of this culture, take my name, if it meant that I could wake up blonde-haired and blue-eyed, never having to explain who I am or worry about being accepted. That is why this...
Well, at least she's admitting that she wishes she was blonde-haired, blue-eyed. I mean, I'm going to assume that that is like the gold standard for beauty in women's life. I don't know. Men don't understand women. Okay, when you guys think that we're thinking 1,000 things about you, we're really thinking about like what the score of the Nick game is and why did I overcook the steak. Like those are the things that we're thinking of. You know, occasionally, you know, we'll acknowledge like, oh, it's a pretty woman. You know, or wow, she's very hot. You know, but we won't go out of our way to like fucking break down the standards of beauty that you guys have because it's on a whole nother fucking plane of existence. Like you guys you think way too much about yourself. I don't mean to be shitting on women, but this is the reality of the situation. Especially with social media, I get it. It has made women a lot more insecure, okay, and men for that instance, you know. As a guy, you know, like I wish I could be fucking, you know, 6'5" with a six pack and a sick tan, and you know, fucking a fucking awesome jawline and a badass beard and fucking, you know, like there. But you know what? We don't harp on those things. We are who we are. This is guys for you. You know what I mean? But I really feel bad that it has fucking itched this girl this bad. That her whole life she's wanted to be blonde hair, blue eyed. She's fucking Mediterranean looking. She's beautiful. What are you talking about?
This American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is especially off-putting. There's a lot of rhetoric right now online about the political ideologies that this represents, and I don't discount that, but for me, I can't help but think about the 13-year-old brown girl who gets all her denim at American Eagle, who already struggles to see her beauty and worth in a world that continues to value white.
You're projecting like hard right now. That 13-year-old brown girl that's going to American Eagle to shop for jeans just wants a good pair of fucking jeans. She's not staring at Sydney Sweeney going, I wish I could be her. Dear Lord.
Eurocentric beauty standards, which I naively thought by this point we would have moved the needle on. And this girl is now wishing she too could wake up with blonde hair and blue eyes.
All right, that's enough of her. I kind of feel bad for her because it's like this pretty woman is clearly not feeling, feeling good about her looks, which is it's absurd. She's very pretty. If I was single and around her age, I'd be all over it. But whatever. Oh, look at that handsome fella right there. All right, what else we got here? What is this? Lizzo mocks Sydney Sweeney and ad by saying my jeans are black. They're blue. Right? Number one, they're blue, you idiot. Oh, she's saying her jeans are black. Okay. Whatever. I swear to God, everything is fucking race. I mean, look at this fucking woman, bro. Look at that is a woman. By the way, I didn't even realize it. That's Beyonce. Which, by the way, I don't want to hear all this shit about, like that woman right there that was like, I want to be a blonde hair, blue eyed, whatever. Like, yeah, like, obviously, that's your thing. But like, look at what the culture has done to beauty standards. When now black people are dyeing their hair blonde and bleaching their fucking skin. I mean, this woman is like, really, she has really whited herself. She's like a step closer to like Michael Jackson, more than I actually thought. But I mean, she's fucking gorgeous. I don't know. You women are just on a whole nother level. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna find a good one right now. Give me a good one. What about this one?
Hi, I'm Sydney Sweeney.
No, that's not gonna do it. I thought I saw one earlier that was fucking awesome. Like a real fucking train wreck. Here we go. Here's a good one.
The Sydney Sweeney Aryan Eagle ad is not only xenophobic and racist, it's also scientifically inaccurate. She says jeans...
How's it xenophobic? At what point did it mention immigrants? Mexicans have good genes too. Chileans have good genes too. If you want to, like, this whole double entendre of fucking the word gene, this fucking homonym that's got everybody fucking, like, flipping out. Like, number one, it's reality, all right? Genes, good and bad genes are passed down through generation over generation over generation. When you have what's considered a good gene, such as beauty or kindness or good morals or intelligence, that will get passed down, to the next generation. Like, where do they get xenophobia from that? She didn't mention that once. That's all in your fucking head.
The Sydney Sweeney Aryan Eagle ad is not only xenophobic and racist, it's also scientifically inaccurate. She says genes often determine hair color and eye color. I'm sorry, often? That's literally what they do. If they're not determining hair color and eye color, what is? It's giving red pill podcast bro with no marketing experience clearly running.
Why do you need marketing experience to be a podcast bro? Number one. Number two, you're giving off more fucking pill vibes by just fucking freaking out about this shit. Like, she literally, like, shit on Sydney Sweeney for saying the word often. Well, actually, you know, it's not often, it's all of the time. Whatever, you idiot.
Their ad department. And I just hate when companies make content.
And by the way, she's wearing scrubs, so you know she knows what she's talking about when it comes to jeans.
Trying to use medical or scientific terms and then completely fuck it up. Like, it's not that hard to Google what genes do, how DNA works.
Oh my god, you're going way too hard. I feel like every single one of these videos are just going to be people going way too hard.
Oh, give me some space. It's way too hot up in here. I'm sweating out of my lace.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stop it. Get some help.
What is it? And why they bitch about, like, I don't want to, you know, I'm black and I'm beautiful, yet she's got a blonde fucking wig on. I get that might be like a little jab, but you know that she likes being blonde. I mean, listen, everybody likes being blonde. Eminem like being blonde. You know, this Halloween, I might go as Eminem, so I might dye my hair blonde for Halloween just for shits and giggles. I might just do it because I fucking want to. Blonde hair looks good. But, like, what is this? This is like she's desperately trying to cling on to, like, the fat pride stuff. Her stomach is pouring out of her already really high waist jeans that she has to put above her belly button, because if it was below waist level, it would pour over like a proverbial stomach avalanche down to her kneecaps. And for a fat woman, she has pretty small boobies. I'm sorry, but, like...
Don't need no bottle service. We pulled up with our drinks. Trunk full of that Ace. Trunk full of that Henny. If we ain't got no Waffle House, we pulling up to the Denny's. I'ma give him a grand slam. He pulling off of the panties. The way he hit from the back, I might give him one of my Grammys.
And here's another thing. I don't mean to be this fucking guy, but, like, you know, Sydney Sweeney was up there talking about, like, I guess she's not trying to send a message, but it was, like, so fucking bland. And, you know, these are, you know, genes, good genes get passed on through generations. And by the way, do you like my jeans? Hold on 1 second. So I think again, my wife's coming home. Jesus Christ, always do it at the last minute. But, like, she's lip syncing to one of her songs, obviously. And in her song, to show how classy she is, she's talking about going to the Waffle House and letting some guy bang her from the back. That is just class all the way. A class act. I can't stand what's happened to this fucking culture. I really can't. This is, like, degrading level stuff. You know, just like 100-ish years ago, you know, we had, you know, big band music and classical pieces by, like, Gershwin, and you know, we had Frank Sinatra and John Lennon's Across the Universe, and, you know, Billy Joel, you know, Diana Ross, the Supremes, Motown, you know, Michael Jackson, and, you know, Nirvana, and like this is what they're gonna complain. Oh my God, I don't want to sound racist here. Jesus Christ, please forgive me. But it needs to be said. All right. Don't complain about hating another culture for feeling better than you when you are setting an example for your culture where your music is talking about getting banged doggy style in a Waffle House. And then on top of that, being enormously obese, which I get that there are enormously obese white people as well, but don't make that a norm. Nobody wants that to be the norm, Okay, if you are overweight like that, that should not be fucking accepted. All right, I literally just got back from the doctor today, and the first thing he said when I came in the office, because I've been having, I had some swelling in my leg last week. It was fucking concerning, and the first thing he said when I got into the office is, "You gotta lose weight. Like, you have to lose 50 pounds. You have to." Yeah, and it's like I'm not going to sit here and look in the mirror and accept that I have gained a shitload of weight. I am not disgusted by it, but I'm disappointed by it because I have a son that I want to grow old with. And if I look in the mirror like how Lizzo probably looks in the mirror, and granted, she's got a pretty face, you know, and I'm sure she's a wonderful person, but it's not fucking healthy. And it shouldn't be normalized.
Did this for the culture.
I just went off on a fat phobia rant. I'm sorry.
That left right now.
I'm not really sorry.
Bend it over. Got scissor and doja. I ate that. Now let's do it over. Bitch.
And she lost a lot of weight. I mean, good for her. I mean, a lot of that is optics. Again, her fucking waistline on these jeans is like up to her freaking nipples. But I mean, you know what? She's on that Ozempic. She's on that Ozempic. She on that Zepbound, and good for her. But regardless, her whole thing coming up was I'm fat, and I have no problem with it, and I won't let that go. This is a ridiculous commercial. And again, it's also fucking racist. By the way, the Dunkin' ad, people are pissed about this too.
I didn't ask to be the king of summer. It just kind of happened.
By the way, that guy is the king of summer. Look at that. Fucking stud.
This tan? Genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Guess
Ooh,
what?
he said the word.
Golden summer. Literally. I can't help it. Every time I drink a Dunkin' Golden Hour refresher, it's like the sun just finds me. So if sipping these refreshers makes me the king of summer, guilty as charged.
What the fuck is offensive about that? It's literally just a good-looking dude going like, yo, I get a good tan because I got good genes. And, you know, my dad got good tan. My mother got good tans. You know that white people need to get a tan in order to look a little darker, right? And not for nothing, but I'm going, you know, you want to talk about how people brag about whiteness and stuff like that. Most white people want to be tan. Tan looks good, right? Brown, coffee, fucking cafe, whatever the hell you want to call that kind of skin color. Mocha, and that's what people pretty much aim for, you know. And it looks like it's going the reverse way in black culture, as we just saw with Beyonce. Like, they're trying to lighten their skin, white people are trying to darken their skin, and they're trying to like meet in the middle to that like Mediterranean, you know, Puerto Rican-y type of, you know, lighter Caribbean type of look. It looks good. I'm sorry, but it does. When it comes to objective beauty standards, like, I'm sorry, but like it's ingrained in our society. It's ingrained in just fucking truth. Okay, if you show me a picture, right, of the Mona Lisa, or, you know, the Sistine Chapel, and go, what do you think of that? I'll go, that is breathtaking. It is beautiful. Da Vinci is a genius for painting this marvel, this testament to the Lord and Savior, to God and creation and humanity. It will bring tears to your eyes. It's that beautiful. And then they go, great. I'm glad you looked at that. Now take a look at this. And it was a picture of an alleyway with a piece of dog shit in it. And he goes, now what do you think of that? I'm supposed to now, like, and no shit on modern art. I'm not shitting on modern art here. I'm sure there's some kind of like symbolic, you know, deeper meaning that whoever took the picture of the dog shit in the alley had. But it's disgusting. It's not beautiful. It is not appealing to the eye. It is dog shit, literally and figuratively. There are things that are beautiful, and there are things that are dog shit. There are things that look good, and there are things that don't look good. beauty is in the eye of the beholder, absolutely. But there's also a middle ground, and there are things that we as a species can come together and say that is objectively not good looking. You know, like Quasimodo, not a good looking dude. You know, Salma Hayek, especially in that 1995 film where she's got like she does that dance on the table. If you ever seen that, it's a fucking sick scene. Beautiful. Yeah, this is something that we have to come to terms with. And this is a good-looking dude. And he's got good genes. Not on him, but in him. Deal with it. What else we got? Give me a good one here. Come on.
Yeah, that got me too.
Oh, she's crying.
And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just...
By the way, Duncan.
I keep thinking that people just are not going to believe us until we're hung out there. But then even then, I feel like they'll be like, oh, no. Kind of like they are with... I see the same perpetual self-imposed victimhood.
Again, not for nothing. Like, she's not a bad-looking woman. She's pretty. I mean, one is prettier than the other. Okay? But, like, you know, you got to understand here, people. Like, we're not saying that we all want our women and our wives and our girlfriends to look like Sydney Sweeney. We live in this thing called fucking reality. You know, my wife's not Sydney Sweeney, but my wife's fucking beautiful. You know, my wife looks more like the woman to the right. And we're fine with that. It's more of a woman thing. And you, I don't even think I've seen one video where a man has a problem with this. And if they do, they're just hopping on the fucking liberal. I don't even want to say liberal because it's not liberal. It's extreme leftist behavior. Because I consider myself a liberal. I am not fucking moving from my aisle. I am a fucking liberal. I am not a fucking leftist. I can see things from both aisles. But it's not me that left and went nuts. It's them that went nuts. Okay? And this stuff about, you know, this is Nazi propaganda and it's Aryan Nation type of fucking advertising. What the fuck? Just because she's blonde hair and blue eyes, and she talks about, you know, my mother and father had blonde hair and blue eyes, you know, or not even that. You know, she I'm getting mad again. I have to go back to anger.
You know, I did a post about saying, hey, like, these are the action steps that we really need to see from the good wife.
I refuse to believe that she was
Where
actually
I said,
crying.
I need protection. Put my cash out. And she goes, well, would you just rather white women just not follow you at all anymore because da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, definitely unfollow me. If you thought you being
That's
here
so
and clicking a follow
fucking
button
ridiculous.
was doing me a favor. Same as
Honestly, not for nothing, that makes you ugly. All right? I said you were pretty before. The words that came out of your mouth just made you look like fucking the baby from fucking Eraserhead. That's fucked, bro. I mean, how do you get that condition to be that fucking racist? That triggered by a fucking gene ad that you're going to tell all white people, regardless of knowing anything about them, I don't want to know you. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to associate with you. I don't want you to follow my social media. I don't want you to fucking look at me. The disdain, without getting too political here, although it's we're way beyond that at this fucking point. But what our media has done, I feel, is irreversible as far as conditioning us to be so goddamn shallow. They have started a race war between all of us so that they can rob and cheat and steal and fucking give to their buddies on Wall Street. I'm telling you, I had this feeling after I was in college at the time. I had this feeling that the Occupy Wall Street thing that was going on at the moment had some actual merit to it. I was like, oh, all right, we're going to actually talk about a class divide in this country, right? Regardless of if you thought the 1% versus 99% was a big deal, I thought the fact that we were talking about the diminishing middle class was a big fucking deal, and we were talking about it. Oh, no. They couldn't let that happen because they don't want to be attacked. So they completely, they handed a letter to all their buddies in the media and said, you at CNN, you at Fox News, you at MSNBC, you are all going to switch the topic to race. And they have completely went a 180, and now everything is just, a racial incident happened in a woman's restroom the other day where someone hung a noose in the shitter while someone was taking a dump, and now the woman is filing a class action lawsuit against, it's like they want us to hate each other. And I don't think this ad was generated to cause that much buzz. I just feel like we've been conditioned so much to be that fucking skin deep shallow that it struck a nerve with a couple people that have already fell too far down the rabbit hole.
One guy, whatever his name was, descendant of the oppressor, he's like, well, Lindsay still does a good job, and I appreciate her work and labor, so I'm going to still follow her. No, definitely unfollow me. If you are any type of person, but especially a white woman who's coming to this platform thinking you're doing me a favor by clicking a follow button, leave now.
Number one, no one really wants to follow you that much. You're not that interesting. Number two, I've lost all faith in you. What an idiot. Oh, Jesus Christ.
When a white, blue-eyed woman says, much in for blow, that does not just happen in a vacuum. Let's talk about why this ad doesn't just feel off.
Oh, she is just the worst, right? Like, if you went on, like, a blind date, say, like, she's pretty, right? So, like, if you were on Tinder and you swiped right and you guys matched and you were like, oh, awesome, I'm going to go on this date with this fucking beautiful woman. And you went to the restaurant and you sat down and you made small talk. And then it got to the point where she opened her mouth and talked about the things that she believed in. And this came out of her mouth. How fast would you run out of the restaurant? Ooh, God. It's insufferable.
It feels familiar, like historically familiar. In 1930s Germany, as we all
Oh, God.
know, white women with blonde hair and blue eyes were held up as this ideal. Not just beautiful.
Because they were German. What were they going to put a poster up of a fucking Japanese fucking geisha? It's their culture. Yeah, they were fucking obsessed with race and racial superiority, but, like, okay? If Africa decided to unite and take over the world tomorrow, all right, their ads would contain African people in it and talk about how they're the greater, the champions of whatever cause they're fighting for. It was the 1930s and a ridiculous movement. How are you this stuck in the past, and why are people this obsessed with Nazism? I can't fucking fathom it. I can't fathom it. People, like, they're so shallow when it comes to history. All they know is like, that's all they can do is go back to fucking... Sorry. All they can do is go back to fucking Hitler, because they don't know anything else. Like, they can't go back to, the Roman Empire or feudalist England or the fucking Spanish Inquisition or Genghis Khan or Maoist China or imperialist Japan or Chavez or fucking communist Cuba. There have been so many more evil empires and evil dictators out there, but they immediately go to Hitler because he was the one white guy. And let's face it, World War II was fucking cool, and we won. so we could have bragging rights about that. You know, the whole racial superiority thing got squashed pretty goddamn heavy, but fucking America, right? You know, so it's a cool story. It's a cool thing that we brag about, and we got to squash the ridiculous fucking mustached man that thought that Germans were the you know, intellectual and physical superior specimens on Earth. That's fucking cool. But, like, they fucking cling on to it. Like, they love fucking Hitler. They fucking sit at home and cream themselves over fucking Hitler.
Beautiful, but genetically superior. The Shmazi regime ran entire campaigns promoting the hereditary fitness of the Aryan women. It's all ridiculous.
And by the way, the CEO of American Eagle is a Jewish man. Okay, I will. Jesus Christ! All right, well, we gotta finish this one up, and then I gotta pick up my son. But you know what? I can't suffer another second from this woman. We'll do one quick one more. Yeah, here we go.
Did American Eagle just run an ad for eugenics?
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often
There's nothing wrong about that. That's factually true.
determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
Oh, they skip past the personality part.
My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
Totally just talking about denim, right? Just a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman explaining how her good genes gave her personality and purity. I mean, are we really going to pretend that this isn't a little fashy-coded? Look, I'm not saying that Sydney Sweeney personally wrote this ad to revive the Third Reich, but American Eagle absolutely knew
Again, with the fucking
You don't get to drop
Nazism.
lines about inherited traits, blue eyes, and great genes while zooming in on somebody that could have walked straight off of a Nazi propaganda.
Oh, I can't anymore. You know what? I thought this was gonna be fun, but these people are fucking nuts. Again, clinging on to fucking 1935 fucking Germany. And you know what? Not for nothing, lady. Again, you're not a bad-looking woman. You're aging, and you're aging with grace. God bless you. You're in your mid-40s, and you know you have great hair, and definitely look good when you were younger. All this stems from the fact that they're incredibly jealous of her. It is, and females just have that inherent fucking attitude about prettier women and standards of beauty that men just don't fucking get. We don't. And are there probably men complaining about this ad on Twitter? I'm sure if we spent the next 10, 15 minutes scrolling, we'd find fucking some green-haired loser with a septum ring, you know, sitting in his car with his Starbucks, talking about how, you know, the Third Reich is going to channel its way through Sydney Sweeney. But I'm sorry, but this is all ridiculous. All right, we're gonna get. This was fucking terrible, but I hope you had fun. Just making fun of these idiots. Idiot. Lizzo, idiot. White people talking about this, idiots. Every single woman that complained about this were good looking to semi good looking, and they have a problem with this. I have no words. But anyway, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Catch me next Wednesday. We're gonna go and do more live content. I don't know, maybe we'll do a tier list. Maybe we'll jump into some video games. I don't fucking know, but yep. Till next time. Peace out, guys.